Hi, I'm Dr. Letitia Wright, and this is The Right Place. Today, we're talking about how to create a winner. We have Kuba Brown from Phi Group talking about your kids and sports and how to make that really work. And then we have Miss California Plus America, Melissa Rose, and she's going to talk about how to get through the tough times when you are trying to make it. And of course, we want to thank Gwynnie B for being a new part of our show at gwynnieb.com. This is The Right Place. Thanks for staying with us. One of the things that I definitely want to do, even now that we're a nationally syndicated show, is make sure that we are showing you what's going on in the community. There's a lot of positive things going on, and there's good things for you to talk about, good things for you to put your money into. And I want to share with you a guest, Kuba Brown. He also has the Phi Group, which is a really geared towards sports. So welcome to The Right Place.
Thank you very much. You look nice, by the way.
Thank you.
That dress is hot.
Thank you. So tell everybody what I know what Phi is, but tell my audience what Phi Group is.
The Phi Group is a nonprofit organization catered to at-risk youth. The base premise of it is tutoring and mentoring. And we have added an athletics element to it because quite a few of our kids play sports. And we want to actually teach them, since we're pushing the academics, we want to teach them how to be actual student athletes. We've grown tremendously.
And the whole student athlete category has grown and changed over the years. So there needs to be some mentoring because the parents don't always know what's good and what's not, right?
Absolutely. That's actually kind of been some of the drawback, if you will. A lot of the parents nowadays just think that if their kid is athletically inclined, that they're going to make it. And it kind of pushes back the academic portion of it. And our schools, our parents have to get involved with our schools. They have to. So that's a lot of the things that we initiate on the academic side. We go talk to counselors, we talk to teachers, we talk to principals. For the kids that are in our program. And we actually make sure that the school administration from 5 years old all the way through high school, we make sure that the teachers and administrations at those particular schools know those kids and know the direction that the organization, the Phi Group, is actually pushing them towards, which is college.
And the thing is, they have such a big caseload, so to speak. They have so many kids they have to deal with. It's really only the kids that become top of the mind are going to, have them looking over and saying, okay, your academics are slipping. Your expectation for your family is to do better than this. Let's make sure this kid gets some help.
Absolutely. And see, with the budget crisis and everything, actually having teachers and administration that take the time out to look at each individual kid, like you said, their workload is way too heavy. So we need individuals like our organization, not to toot our horn, but we need individuals like our organization that's out in the community, that's not caught behind the red tape of the official structure of schools and all of that stuff, that we can get involved with the family life and build those core values, those family values, and that self-awareness for each of these kids. Okay.
We have some photos from your Facebook page that are surrounded by football, but that is not the only sport that you're focused on, right?
It is not, no. Again, tutoring and mentoring is first and foremost, academics first and foremost, but we don't take pictures of the kids tutoring and that type of thing now until they actually come of age. In order to teach kids how to work with others, and for the ones that are actually athletically inclined. We have football, we have track and field. We just picked up basketball. We just picked up soccer. And we're looking to house pretty much every sport that'll have Olympic ties to it. So
very good, very good.
We've grown tremendously.
You're a nonprofit organization, so
Absolutely.
You thrive and survive on donations. Tell people where they can meet you online and where they can share the wealth and come and if they want to talk to you, I know you're very open about talking to people about what you're doing and sharing that.
I can talk about it all day. Yes. Well, our website is www.phaedomgroup. Phaedom Group actually stands for Family is All That Matters. So let me backtrack there. But it's Phaedom Group Inc. inc.org. And the athletics is Next Level Athletics, but it's www.nlathletics.org. And our booster, our booster club is
You can
booming.
give them a shout out.
Our booster clubs are booming. And they're doing really great things. They're doing really great things for us. We've picked up Edison as a sponsor. We've picked up TJX Companies, which houses TJ Maxx and Home Goods. We've picked up the Right Place TV. So we'll be seeing our following will be able to see the show, be able to meet you and see what you're about. And you can give some of our girls that are in the program,
Yes.
girls
in
some
the program,
inspiration.
that's awesome. Yes,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Give them some inspiration and some fashion tips as well.
Okay.
Some fashion tips. And we have quite a few Big Guys Pizza in Moreno Valley.
Yeah.
He's been tremendous for us. So, and Media One.
Yeah.
Media One has been absolutely great for us.
That's awesome. So people can get involved on a lot of different levels.
Yes.
There are obviously, spaces for their children. When do you allow children to come to the program? Do you have a special, like they're enrolling for each year in August and September, or is it open year round?
Not at all. It's year round. If there was a 25th hour, you could call that 25th hour.
Okay.
We can call that 25th hour. We absolutely have. We're open from 5 years old all the way through high school.
That's
all the
good.
way through high school. So
That's good. It's about getting those kids in and
getting them to college.
Getting
Absolutely.
them to college and making it all happen. So
Yes.
that's it. So for you parents, if you really are thinking, hey, my kid's athletically inclined and everything, you really need to talk with him because he knows the ins and outs. And let's be honest, there's a lot of money in college sports. There's a lot of money in pro sports. And you have to know how to navigate your kid through that. And that's not something that you just watch on TV and see. Those athletes are positioned. Those athletes have PR. Those athletes have a plan. And if you want that kind of plan, this is the man you need to talk to. So.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming out. It's good to see you.
Appreciate it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I am going to be sitting with the queen. Yes, we are going to be talking more about how to create a winner. So stay with us. This is the right place.
Hey, thanks for stopping by. I followed your character since the first episode. I'm a big fan, big fan.
Thank you.
And listen, your storyline, it makes for incredible TV drama. Thing is, your drug use is very adult content. Too adult for the kids. So I'm gonna have to block you.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, have a good one.
You're a nice lady.
Welcome back. I want to introduce you to Miss California Plus America, Melissa Rose. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
I am so glad you came out. Today, we wish you and your family the best. We know that your grandfather is gone, but I'm so glad that you came anyway.
He would want me to be here.
Very good. And you guys share a birthday too. That's
We
kinda
do.
cool.
Yeah, we celebrated every birthday together since the day I was born.
Wow.
So it's always a special day.
Very good. Well, she's here to talk to us about how to create a winner. And we've talked about sports, we talked about paying attention, and you're going to be talking about a different area to pay attention of and just keeping going. Is that yours?
Right. I work as a plus model now, and I've overcome a lot of accomplishments, a lot of obstacles. I'm not successful in the conventional sense, but I have had a lot of significant accomplishments. I can say I'm pretty proud of myself for getting through all the bad times and making it happen.
Absolutely. So when you're going through a tough time and people think, oh, Dr. Wright just rules. No, I go through tough times too. But everybody has a different way of coping to get through it. What are some of the mechanisms that you use as a young woman that really help you cut through and stay focused on your goals?
One of the biggest things for me is my faith. That's helped me to just stay sane with all the really big tragedies I've gone through in life. That works a lot for me. Also, making sure I take care of myself. I have to make sure that I eat, make sure that I'm exercising, and that I'm getting up and doing what I need to do every day, regardless of what life throws at me.
That's true. Sometimes when things are happening, then people stop eating, they're laying around, and that's the last thing they should do.
Right. One of the things that I've done, because there have been some really tough times where you just don't want to do anything. And I make a checklist every day of things I need to accomplish for just that day. And I just go through the list, and before I know it, I've done something, I've accomplished something, rather than sit there and just...
So instead of looking at the big picture and saying, oh my God, I haven't done all of this, you just focus on today.
Right. It can be overwhelming when you think, how can I deal with loss or disappointment and still keep on going? But there are things you can do to kind of strategize and make sure that you're still pushing forward no matter what.
Okay. Now, we just worked together at a fashion show, and of course you were fabulous walking the runway. What, you came from law school and now you're doing this, so tell a little bit of that transition.
Right. All I wanted to do since I was about 10 years old was be a lawyer. I wanted to go be a voice for people and stand up for what I believed in and make a lot of money at the same time. That was the plan. So I went to law school, got through the first year, and was academically dismissed. I missed the curve by that much. I needed a 77, got a 76.333, and found I couldn't continue. And there was a rule that says you have to sit out for 2 years before you can start over again.
2 years, that's a long time.
It is, but in those 2 years, I stumbled into modeling. I found out about plus modeling in particular and thought, hey, let's give this a shot, see what happens. You know, nothing to lose at this point. Just lost 50 grand in law school, let's try it. So I went for it, and within about a year, I was signed with my agency, Brand, Model, and Talent, and it's just gone from there. And I've been very happy.
And it's very exciting and it's fun. The fashion shows are fabulous, you guys. It's so fun. So tell me about working with a modeling agency, because is there a point where as a model you're doing stuff before you get an agent, or nothing happens before you get an agent? How does it work for models?
Basically, you have to kind of hit the ground running and just get behind the camera and onto the runway as much as you can. So I start off by just going to little boutiques and asking if they needed a model, looking online to see if there are any opportunities that I can jump into. And before I knew it, I was working. And at first, it's not for pay. You may just get clothes in exchange or just photos, but that's where you start. And eventually, when you get to the point where you have an agency, they'll put you in contact with other photographers who will help build your portfolio, that will help you to book jobs and make a career out of it.
Absolutely.
And that's how I did it.
And we're showing a couple of your photos, and I want to thank Kev Bailey for allowing me to use the photo and for answering the phone at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. He's a phenomenal photographer. I really recommend him.
Yeah, he's got some great photos.
Yeah, he's a great friend too.
So then the agent sees that you're working, you're doing well, you're growing and changing, and then they come and say, please, please, please come to our agency. Is that how it works?
Not quite. If you're one of those models, like kind of a supermodel status, you'll have agencies approach you, but that just hasn't been my story. For me, I've had to work for everything that I've done, and I don't make 100% of my income from modeling, so I've always had to get a job on the side to kind of keep things going for myself, and that's fine, as long as I just keep on going, because you never know when you will be a model full time, or when something else might come, like Miss California Plus America. It just adds another dimension to my career.
So tell us about the platform that you used for Miss California Plus America.
My platform is fighting to erase stigmas and discrimination against people with mental illnesses. So basically, I'm going to help people to not feel so bad about acknowledging that they may have a problem and seeking help, whether it's medication or even just talking to somebody about it. There are a lot of ways that you can get help for these things before things just get out of control. I personally have bipolar disorder, and that was one of the biggest challenges I faced over the past few years.
Absolutely.
I've literally became my own worst enemy sometimes. And like I said with my checklists, no matter what state I'm in, I know I need to just go down this list. Even if I need to check off, go to bed at this time or eat lunch, I'll check that off my list. But I like to help other people who are struggling so that at least I've gone through this for a reason.
Exactly. That's awesome. So the next stage of this competition for USA is coming up.
Right. in
And
July.
tell everybody a little bit of like what the competition is like and what it's like for you to be there.
It's a lot of fun. Really, any chance you get to wear a crown, I definitely recommend it to any woman. The competition, it's based on 3 components. 50% of your score is based on your interview, and you just talk about your platform and any other questions that the judges may have for you in a small room in a panel. And the other 2 components are the evening gown and formal pant wear competition. And you do have an onstage question while you're wearing your evening gown. So it can be nerve-wracking, especially the interview process, but altogether they want someone who can represent plus women and help, to really motivate women and inspire them. The national competition is in July in Monroe, Louisiana, and I'm really looking forward to winning the national title.
We are too. We are
Bigger
too.
crown.
Bigger crown. Exactly. We are too. And Melissa's going to come back and help us with our fashion show when we have one here on the show. So hopefully we're going to make it not when she's in June, so when she's in the competition. But
It'll be fun.
we support you, congratulate you. You can find her on Facebook, right?
Yes, I'm on Facebook.
Okay.
And you can find me under Melissa Rose and through my website, lissamodel.com.
Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. All right, when we come back, I'm going to teach you a little bit about crowdfunding and tell you what's been going on and send you pictures of our TED. Yes, 2013, we did a TEDx. Stay with us. We'll be right back. This is the right place.
Hey, thanks for stopping by. I followed your character since the first episode. I'm a big fan, big fan.
Thank you.
And listen, your storyline, it makes for incredible TV drama. Thing is, your drug use is very adult content. Too adult for the kids. So I'm gonna have to block you.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, have a good one.
You're a nice lady.
Welcome back. This has been a really great year. 2013, things are booming, things are growing. And I just want to encourage you that if you're still thinking about starting your business, writing that book, whatever it is, you need to go ahead and do it. This is a great time for new things to happen. I want to show you 2 products that came across my desk. This is called tattoos. They're tattoos that ladies can wear on their breasts. And these are boob cozies. These, you can kind of see, they are 3D and they go on your soda can. My point with these is that these are products that are making money. These are products that are out there. They're for sale, they're making money, and they're doing something. And sometimes we think our ideas have to be perfect, have to be the best ideas ever. They don't. They just have to be your idea, and you have to be willing to take responsibility. So these are kind of unusual things that are making money and taking off and making it. And maybe you're not excited about this, but here's the point. They took the idea, they took the initiative, and they went out there and made it. So 2013 is a great time to be starting your business. Is it scary? Yes. Do you need everything in place perfectly before you start business? No, but you do need some basics, and that's what we always talk about at Right Place TV. If you haven't been over to the website, visit www.rightplacetv.com. Get on our email list. We have teleclasses. We have events that I'm speaking at. I give a lot of good education about starting your own business and moving forward. I also want to share this. This comes from Ian Finn, and this is called the Love Album. And this is pretty unusual in that it says, for your persistence in pursuit of your dream. And what it does is that you can name the people that are important in your life in the book. You put your pictures together. You can tell the stories. But the point is that the Love Album is hardbound. And it's all about remembering people that are important to you and that did something special for you. So I thank Ian Finn for sharing this with us. You can check out the Love Album. We'll have links on our website about that. Again, another great business idea, and this is actually a beautiful keepsake, but it's another great business idea that you could be having. Now, one of the things that when I'm talking and teaching, when I'm doing the Right Place TV show, when I'm out speaking, whatever it is that I'm doing, I always hear, we don't have the money to start the business. Lately, it's been very difficult to get SBA loans, although some loans are opening up. A lot of people ask me about grants. I haven't seen any business grants that are actually working and out there. If you know of any and you want to share that with me, definitely hit me up online and let me know about that. But writing for a grant and waiting for the grant to come through, that takes a long time. Your business needs to start. Money likes speed. Money likes speed. You have to start. You have to get it started. And so one of the things that I have been teaching about is crowdfunding. If you haven't heard that term, believe me, it's going to be hot in a very short while. Right now, if you're doing crowdfunding, you're still pretty much an early adapter. But crowdfunding is fantastic in that it allows you to raise money that is not a loan and that is not a grant, so that you can begin to put together what you need to make it go. Most businesses fail because they don't have enough money to keep running. They run out of business. They run out of money, and then they're out of business. And with crowdfunding, I say tribe plus leverage equals cash, TLC. Your tribe plus leverage equals cash. Your tribe is the people who support you. They buy your products, they come to your play, they buy your books, they're there, they support you, they write back, they respond to your social media, they respond to your emails. These are people that are actively responding. That's your tribe. These are people that support you. If you can leverage your tribe by using the internet and other different sources, you can turn that into cash. And with crowdfunding, you'll use a third-party website. A lot of people know about Kickstarter. A lot of people know about Indiegogo. You'll use a third-party website to bring money into your project. That means you have to explain your project. You have to make a short video about your project. You have to really explain what you're doing enough to bring your tribe in. Doesn't matter what the project is. A lot of people ask me about that. Is this good? Is that good? I can't make a judgment call on what's good or what's not because it's about your tribe. Will your tribe support it? The first crowdfunded baby has been born. People have crowdfunded video games, movies, books, music CDs, plays, new inventions, medical care for someone who couldn't afford it, educational trips for someone who couldn't afford it. Crowdfunding has been used to raise money for just a gazillion different things. Some of them crazy, some of them not. So I can't really say your idea, no matter what it is, would be bad because it's really up to your tribe. Will your tribe support that? Or can you find a tribe that will support it? Well, I want to crowdfund my car. I've had actually somebody said that. I want to buy a new car. I want to crowdfund it. Great. Who in your tribe is going to support that? If you got people who will support you and to get a car, it can happen. If you don't have anybody who will support you, you don't have anybody who cares whether or not you have a car or cares about your project, or your project's not doing anything. Again, like a business, is your crowdfunding project even solving a problem? That makes a difference as to whether or not you can make it. And so a lot of people say you have to be online, you have to have social media. I differ from that. I say you have to have a tribe, and you have to have a tribe that is responsive. I have had clients, because I, as a social media person, and I have crowdfunding strategies for people, I bring people on and I help them get fully funded in 90 days or less. So I have had clients who were not really online, but they went to their tribe, they explained what their project is, and they got the money. It wasn't about them being online. It was about them getting the message to their tribe. If you don't have your own tribe, you can capture another tribe, but you have to know the strategy and the marketing strategy to do it. Crowdfunding is going to expand very, very, very quickly. There's 4 different types. There's crowd equity, regular crowdfunding. There's what we call reward-based crowdfunding. There's lending, where you have like Kuba loans. And then there's gifts, sort of just for charities. So crowdfunding, that's just giving to a charity. Those charities are nonprofits, and so that is a write-off. They're honest nonprofits, so they can have that write-off. You as a person are going to be getting this gift, and it's going to be money in your pocket, which you do have to declare to the IRS. I don't suggest you pretend you didn't get it. But while the rules are still being made for crowd equity, crowdfunding is very clear. You do have to declare that income, and then you can take the money and do what you need to do to start your business. So if you'd just like to make an appointment to have a power session, you can reach me on GenBook and just make your appointment and we can talk. You can go to www.acflife.com for the free videos on crowdfunding. There's blog posts, there's all kinds of great information. Get the information so that you know about it. Hey, I also want to share with you one of the best things I did this year. We had a TEDx event. Yes, my event was called TEDx Palo Verde. I want to thank beautiful Jade Ione for coming out, Jane Ione Baptiste for coming out and being a speaker. This young lady flew out from Chicago and came and did her speech, and you can go on Wright Place TV and see the links for it. But it's really exciting. So now we have a part of our tribe that has a TED under our belt. So TEDx Palo Verde, woohoo! I am excited about that. Listen, it is great to have you guys here. Remember, get on the websites, connect. I'm at Twitter, Dr. Wright 1. That's right, Dr. Wright and the number 1. Connect with me on Twitter. We'll be doing some great retweeting of everybody's stuff. We have about 23,000 people, and I just want to gather more people, grow the tribe. Let's have some fun. And this is your year to do it. So I hope that you're inspired by the guests today, because whatever it is that's holding you back, 2013 is the time to drop it. Thank you again for being with me on Wright Place TV. Remember, ignoring one's conscience is neither safe nor right, and I'll see you next time.